plan this, we need a kind of, from a cinematic point of view, not from a literary point of view. How we want this, what is the cinematic language to plan for 10 minutes? In terms
But
of,
that depends very much on what, we're talking about fiction now.
Yeah, fiction.
If it is a documentary that, we can limit or extend, you must, it's exactly like writing a song. I worked with a very famous French singer, Juliette Gréco, and she always tells me that in one song, which lasts 3 minutes, all the elements of a dramatic story must be there, but on digest form, in a certain form. But all the elements, the atmosphere, the desire of somebody to get something, and then an obstacle to that desire, which is the basis, of every situation, must be there. And that's about the same for 10 minutes. You must not consider, you must not tell yourself, I'm going to make a 10 minutes film. I'm going to make a film. That film, for some reasons, must last 10 minutes. That's all, but in these 10 minutes, there is absolutely no reason to give up some parts of what the cinema is, And I can, if you want, if we have time?
Yes.
Okay, sure. I can give you an example of what I call film language. It's even a funny example, you see. Give me a mic because I have to walk.
Okay. I'll have to.
No, it's the very beginning of cinema. The camera was totally motionless, like this, without moving at all. And it was like a new technique to record theater scenes. I would, for instance, film you like this for 7 or 8 minutes, and the camera wouldn't move for 6, 7 years. Then came a moment in history when the directors and technicians realized that it was possible to move the camera that way, for instance. And not only to move the camera that way, but to go this way and to shoot only that part of the audience, ignoring the other part. Now, if I want to get the reactions of the other part to what happened on this one, I have to cut, to turn the camera, and to shoot that way. That's the very beginning of the film language. As Jean-Luc Godard put it very clearly, the film language starts with sticking images together, cutting and sticking. That's, the real particularity of film language, that you can cut and stick and continue. You understand what I mean? So, for instance, and then the camera can not only go this and this, but can move more and more, and the camera can even become one of the characters of the film. Which is, the camera as a technical object at the beginning was still, totally still, and then little by little it became one of the characters. Let me half improvise. Imagine that you stand up, please. Come here. Now we do the reverse. You are the camera, I'm the actor, okay? So you shoot at me. I'm a man, my age, hopefully a little younger, and you shoot at me. Now you follow me with the camera, like this, you pan, I'm going there. I stop. There is a window. Okay, you stop. From where you are, you cannot see, according to the angle, what's on the other side of the window. You understand what I mean? And I'm looking through the window, like this, I stop. First shot, then you cut. Now, one of the rules, secret rules, of that language is that, you can sit down, maybe I need you again. It's whatever the image I put after that shot, whatever the image, there is a secret link between the two images. And the secret link is that I'm looking at the next image. You understand what I mean? I'm looking, what an image, even an image from another country, from the past, from the sky, from whatever I'm looking at. That's a secret link just by putting two images together. Yes. Now, let's go to the second shot. I don't need you. Maybe I need you later to kill you. The second image is, of course, what I see. You see? Let's imagine that there is a beach or there is a street, a city street. And in that city, we don't see me, we forget about me. We just see what I'm supposed to look at. In that city, we see a couple, a man and a woman walking, okay? That's all, a man and a woman. And down, third shot, we know already that I'm looking at that couple. Third shot. Now we put the camera outside, through the window. We look at my face. And now, we introduce one of the most important elements of our language, which is the acting of the actors. We have actors at our disposal, and they're part of the language. Look, for instance, if I look at that couple with a gentle smile, for everybody, it's my daughter with her fiancé. You understand what I mean? That I have seen, without a word. If I look like this, it's my wife with her lover. A little difference, in the two ways of acting gives another meaning to the three shots, And not only that, let me tell you something. At the very beginning of the film language, at the very beginning of the history of cinema, it was very difficult to understand something which for us today is very simple. Luis Buñuel, for instance, told me that when he was going to see a film when he was 7, 8 years old in Zaragoza, in Spain, there was, next to the screen, a man with a long bamboo stick explaining the new language. He goes to the window and he sees, because the connection was impossible. It was so new as a language that it was impossible to connect the look and the action in the screen. Now, for us, it's absolutely, we don't even think of it. It's a reflex, it's automatic. So, at the very beginning of the cinema, the man looking, imagine that we are in 1910, the actor looking the second case, looking at, to indicate us that his wife and her lover would go like this. Something like this, you understand? And today it's only this, no more. The evolution of the acting in 1 century of existence of film language is very important to know and very important to look at. Don't try today to ask your actors to act as if they were in 1910. You understand? Because the audience got used to this situation. You understand what all of these little nuances. Today it's almost